Hi, family. Welcome back to my channel. You guys are welcome. I don't know if you can notice, but I've been under the weather. I have catarrh, I have cough. My throat is paining me. This morning, I just had to make lime tea. This is lemon, sorry. Lemon in hot water just to help me. I've also been treating malaria. Can imagine. The malaria has not left my body finished, so I have to treat it here. So guys, I feel like I owe you guys this sit down video for so long. It's like the most asked question on Instagram, couple of comments on YouTube and stuff like that. Like how I got my accommodation. In case you guys don't know, my name is Mimi. I'm based in the UK, Manchester to be precise. Yes. And I came here with my family precisely 2.5 weeks ago, yes, into the UK, and I actually got my apartment from Nigeria. Yes, I got my 4 bedroom, fully furnished apartment from Nigeria. How I got the apartment, where I got the apartment, how much I got the apartment, and a proper video of the apartment. The video will come after explaining everything, how I got it and stuff, and also what you should look out for when you're renting an apartment. It's not impossible. So take your seat, bring your popcorn. You know the drill now. Just sit down and enjoy. Like it's about to be flexing and story time. Don't mind me, guys. Anyways, I think we got our cars in October 20 to be precise. 2 years since the Lekki Tollgate massacre happened, and I can't just forget that day. So it was in the afternoon we got our cars. So later that day, I ventured into looking for an accommodation like properly. Meanwhile, I was supposed to come into the UK in December. So I was like, okay, October to December is more than enough time to look for an apartment. If you start early, better for you. Anyways, I already started looking through different websites. I was already comparing, going through different sites and all. I used Spare Room, I used Rightmove, I used Open Rent, I used different types, but I was just comparing at that point in time. I wasn't so serious digging in like that. So from that October 20th, I had to first of all pray about it because I was already hearing so much things about the accommodation, is difficult, is this, is that. And for me, I like to follow my instinct a lot. A lot. I follow my instincts because 95% of the time my instinct is always right. And this is because my instinct always come from whatever it is I believe from God. That's just it. So the first thing I felt like doing was to pray. I prayed about it like, God, I beg. If the entire world is having issues with accommodation, that will not be my story. And I don't need a friend or anybody. I don't want to scut with anybody. I just want a house of my own. That was what I told God. So the first thing I did was to go on open rent. Open rent is not so bad. I won't rate it as bad, but you need to have a UK number to be able to get more, view more houses and stuff like that. So I had to get my husband's sister to send me a number. Like I don't know if I've told you guys before, but I'm sure I've mentioned it somewhere in my previous videos. We have a lot of family member support system in the UK, but I wasn't banking on that because trust me, people can fuck you up at any time. So I just got a number. I was able to register with the number, so I started viewing accommodations. But I noticed that most houses they post on open rent. Meanwhile, there are different apps you can use, different sites. You have open rent, you have spare room, you have Rightmove, you have Zoopla, you have what do they call this one? Amber Student. You have different accommodation platforms you can use. For me, my favorite is open rent and spare room. So I used open rent a bit, but I noticed that most of the accommodation I was seeing on open rent was also on Rightmove, was on Zoopla, was on so many. So I was like, that means thousands and thousands of people are viewing it. And these agents will be doing shakara and stuff like that. And you hardly see direct landlord there, hardly. And when you deal with agents, they'll be asking you to bring your arm and your leg to get a house. Some people are very lucky. They'll chat with one agent, they'll be super nice, to get the apartment. But for me, I didn't want to stay in an hotel. I didn't want to stay in an Airbnb because it's expensive. I wanted a house. And I wasn't looking for a shared house or apartment. I wanted a whole house. So yes, I know my list is long, but that's what I wanted. So I went on Spare Room and I started searching. Spare Room is underground site that a lot of people commonize. They see it as place for shared apartments. But guess what? That was where I got my 4 bedroom, fully furnished apartment. So I went on Spare Room that day. I chatted up someone. He's actually an agent. We chatted up. After chatting up and all, it was a 2 bedroom apartment. It came with bills inclusive, and he told me the house was going for 950. I said, okay, no problem. He told me to pay for. I saw the video. I saw pictures. So I chatted up one of my friends around the area. So I think it was M16 or so in Manchester. So I told him to help me do a physical viewing. He did a physical viewing. While he was doing the viewing, he did some recordings. So he forwarded to me, and I looked at it. I was okay with it. I discussed with my husband. He was okay with it as well. And the agent asked us to pay um, deposit. I've forgotten the appropriate word, but I'll put it in the on the screen. Deposit. So we paid deposit of £100. So I told my husband, in case this is a scam, like the money was like 90k. It will not pay me so much to let it go because accommodation scam is real. So I paid it. The guy sent us a tenancy agreement. We look, and please, thank God I read this tenancy agreement. You have to read it word for word, link by link, line by line. The ones you don't understand, go to Google and check for similar words. So it got to a point where I was reading and I noticed that they only made provisions for 2 people. And I'm a family of 4, myself, my husband, and 2 kids. So I now chatted up the guy, like, on this tenancy agreement, because they'll give you tenancy agreement, you go through it, you read it. Meanwhile, they asked me for referencing. I gave them my guarantor's details. They wanted a guarantor that was earning 2 times the rent. In case you're not able to pay, the owe the guarantor. So we chatted up one of my husband's friend, like he's a family friend, and he filled out the document that same day. They did the referencing. In 2 days, referencing was out. So I noticed on the tenancy agreement there were some clauses that I did not understand. So I chatted up the agent and I was like, oh, I did not see the part where they said like our kids are included. Like, do you know? Because I told you from the first day I chatted with you, I'm a family of 4. I have kids. So I was like, okay, he's going to let the landlord know. So the landlord will adjust we will let the landlord know if he's okay with it, we include it. Meanwhile, this guy is a private agent. He doesn't work with like company. It's just him trying to do side also and stuff like that. So he knows the landlords directly. He would talk to them, get their house, then put it on the platform. But you go through him. Very nice guy, like no issue. So the guy came back 2 days later. All this was happening like till up to November 10 or 15th. By then our visa was already out, no house. So all this came back, and then the guy was like, oh, the landlord said the house is too small for a family of 4. Like they were just thinking maybe we were just a couple, or maybe someone with just a kid, that they are going to find him, because apparently there's something called family accommodation. Family accommodation is built in such a way that it's safe, is okay for children, and blah blah blah. So like we cannot get the house. I was like, no wahala. So the guy told me to send my account number, you do a refund because the referencing you have to pay for it. So he said he's going to charge me £20 for the referencing, which is like 18, 19k. So no wahala, you don't even try. He sent me back £80. So afterwards, I started looking again. The last day in November, November 30th, to be precise. I just chatted up someone like on spare room, like, hello, 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 how you doing? I didn't even know it was a four-bedroom apartment. What I saw online was a three-bed apartment, fully furnished. No, I didn't even know it was fully furnished. A three-bed apartment, newly renovated. I said, okay, no, while I chatted up the guy, ba 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 ba, how you doing? Ba ba ba, I'm interested in the house. I love the house, and you have a format to chat them up. I'll try and share the format I use also. So on that format, you just go straight to the point. My name is so and so. I'm a family of four. We are Christian and loving. We are on a tier 2. We're on a tier 4 visa. I will be coming in my family. I have 2 kids, 5-year-old girl, 2-year-old boy. I have 4 kids, 5 year, list their ages. So every information they need will be there the first time you put the first message they get. So afterwards, I chatted up the guy, and the guy was like, okay, okay, okay. And for me, I was willing to pay more than 1 month rent. It was an option because he also gives you edge over others. So I had to let him know that I'm willing to pay for 3 months rent plus deposit. That's 4 months. So he was like, oh, okay, that no problem. That is just someone that is going to do the viewing, and blah blah blah. I said yes, that somebody is on ground to do the viewing. So, and that was November 30th. My husband was scheduled to travel 3 days later. So I booked the viewing in such a way that my husband would have landed. So the day he landed, he went to check the house. Meanwhile, someone else already went to do a physical viewing. Immediately the guy did the physical viewing, was like, this house is just a steal. Just get it. He didn't even know it was a 4 bedroom. Because from the video, if you can, after watching this sit down video, you see the video of the house. Downstairs is our parlor and kitchen. Upstairs, you see all the 3 rooms there with the restroom. Then there's another room upstairs. Nobody was even paying attention to that. So the guy was like, it's just a steal. So we went ahead and paid deposit. We paid deposit to the landlord. The guy was the owner of the house. Direct landlord was the person we were chatting with. It was just grace. It was grace. Nobody can tell me anything. So we paid to the guy. Though I was still scared, but I want to believe that my own money is not money for scam. It's not. God did not give me money to now be taken by scammers. No. I know it, I believe it. So I just paid the guy. After paying the guy, and yes, it's a huge sum of money. I'm not gonna say it here, but it's a whole lot of money, almost a 1 million naira. So I paid the guy. After paying the guy the money, my husband landed, came to check the house again, check the tenancy agreement. It was okay. They signed in the morning. He only asked us for the barest minimum of documents. Where is our visa? That's all. Immediately got our visa. He just sent us the tenancy agreement. They forwarded it to me. I signed. My husband signed. We paid the rent. He wanted 1 month, but because we could pay more than that. Yes, baby. Okay. Uh-huh. Hey, baby. All right. Are you okay? Don't touch. Don't touch. I'm using it. So we paid 1 month. He wanted us to pay 1 month rent, but because we could pay more than that, we decided to pay for 3 months. So immediately we paid that same day, the evening, they gave us our keys. I was shocked. So it was when we now entered the house, we were now checking. My husband was now like, oh, there's another room upstairs. Oh, so we now asked Lalo. Lalo was like, yes, now I thought we knew. Ha! This house came with new washing machine, all the beds, all the rooms, they have bed, mattress, pillows, everything. It came with a double door. You know those fridge that used to have lights in the front. It's something like that I use in Nigeria anyways. But I was just shocked, like somebody will buy it in their house in the UK here. It came with an oven. Yeah, it's cat. Cat. It came with an oven, there's a backyard, and let me bust your head. Our landlord now came the next day and brought a welcome basket. On the inside the welcome basket, he had a note that says, "Oh, welcome to the house. I hope you guys sit as a home." And blah 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 blah. It came with food. It came with we had ketchup, we had baked beans, we had salad cream, we had coffee, of course, we had fruits. It was just a lot. The house came with cutlery, came with plates, came with it came with almost everything. Like even me, I'm still in shock. Some days I tell myself like, how did I get so blessed? Like how did I get so blessed? What do you want? It's not for play. Come, come, let mommy carry you. Sorry. Like how did I get so blessed? And honestly, just God. And afterwards, you know, we just moved in, and all we needed was just our bags to move in, like nothing else. Then obviously you want to buy one or two things to make you home for you and all. Hello. Hello, mommy. I love you, baby. Did you say hello? Hello. Okay, guys. So these are the points I want you to note. Number one, start early. Start looking for accommodation on time. In case one doesn't work out, another one will work out. Number two, try and compare apps before you decide, or sites before you decide on which one to use. Because I noticed that getting houses on Rightmove and Zoopla is more difficult. In my own personal opinion, you don't have to agree with me. It's very difficult because most times 95% of the people there are agents, and they want to carry out this one, carry out that one, especially if you are you want to get your apartment from Nigeria. They will be asking you for your income, receipts, your stuff like that, and you've not even come into the country yet, so it's a bit difficult, in my opinion. Like I said, I think open rent on the market and spare room is a better option. Thirdly, I got my apartment from spare room. I got a direct landlord, which is not impossible for you to see on spare room. A lot of them, most times, are direct landlord. And number four, try to vet whoever you're paying for. If need be, you can, if you are getting from spare room, like the spare room customer service that you can call to verify whoever you want to pay to, like, oh, is this person legit? Do you have any issues with the person? Yes, it's a lot of money. You have to be sure who you're paying to. Number five, try to have someone on ground that can help you do physical viewing. I will not advise anybody to pay for a house without doing the viewing. Don't rely on, because the pictures could have been taken a year ago, 2 years ago, might be seen online, might be different from what you see physically. So let someone at least go there to do a physical viewing and give you their take. And also let them do a recording, a video, a live. And also, before I give you people my take, there's one more thing I would like to say. If you are coming into the UK, please and please and please, if you know you don't have an accommodation yet, even if you have a family member that you go and stay in their house, please always come with your um, extra money. Because in case what you are planning doesn't work out, you have extra money you can tap into. Worst case scenario, you get an Airbnb. Sorry, I wanted to say this. You get an Airbnb, because I don't know what else to say, but just please, please and please and please, you can always come with extra money so you can get an Airbnb. It's for your own good. See, the worst thing that can happen to anybody in this country is to be homeless. Like, it's literally the worst thing that can happen to you, because without your house, you can't put your kids in school. Without your house, you cannot register for a GP. Without your house, you cannot even get a job. Because if you are squatting in someone's place or you get an Airbnb, you can't use that address for anything. Without your house, let's say you want to request for a bank card now or something, you can't even do that because they will deliver to your house. A lot of things here comes through letter or mail. And For how long will they be delivering to Airbnb? It's just your address here is the most important thing. So I think you should take care of it. It's not impossible to get your house from Nigeria. It's not. And also, lastly, you see that um, entitlement mentality, drop it in Nigeria. Nobody owes you anything here. Nobody. 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 I repeat, nobody owes you anything. You woke up and decided to come here. Make provisions for it. Nobody owes you anything. You know them, they are your friends. They don't owe you shit. You owe yourself to take care of yourself. That's just it. You owe yourself to take care of yourself. She stayed in a 5-bed apartment. She could not even say she should give me one room. If she wants to give you fine, she doesn't want to give you. Please move on. If you come here with that kind of mentality, you'll be fucked up. And please don't try to impress. Get the one where your hand go fit carry. Get the area where you don't have to. A lot of people consider maybe where their work is or their school to get an apartment. First of all, if you have kids, think of your kids. Where can you get family accommodation? How easy will it be for the kids to get to school and stuff like that? You as an adult, you always find your way. And you will not be going to school Monday to Friday. So there's no need prioritizing school as a main determinant to get an accommodation. Consider other things. A lot of people are staying like 5 minutes away from their school, but they don't have jobs. And without job, how will you pay bills? With one of my friends, not friend per se, but I'll call her my friend now. So they met up, and when she told me her story, I was almost in tears. They even spoke to the person in the morning before they flew. They took their flight. So when they landed, they started calling. It was ringing and ringing. They called more than 50 times. The person didn't pick. The person didn't pick. He later called them back 3 days later and told them that his wife gave birth to, and there's no way he can bring them to his house, and he doesn't know what to tell them. And that was why he didn't pick their calls. He was from the airport there and there. They had to get an Airbnb. So I met her from the group. And I was just like, are you serious? So if you are hoping to stay with somebody, please come with your money in case they don't pick or something happens or so. Because here, a lot of Nigeria still has that entitlement brain. Nobody owes you shit here. Come with your money, come prepared. I was calling Dupe. Dupe did not pick. Dupe did not want to allow me stay in the house. They don't owe it to you. They don't. Nobody owes you help. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you to be nice to you. Only God can do that for you. And when you are praying, tell God, it's not only people that you know that should favor you. Man woman stranger boy old young everybody should favor you. Because that was it to me. Not because I don't have family members here. Not because, but they were even the least of my prayers. Least of my prayers. So I don't restrict God to just family member. Anybody, anywhere I turn to, anything I want to do, favor. So house where I got my apartment. By the way, my apartment went for 900. It's not bills inclusive. Okay, our internet is included. But apart from the internet, we pay for our gas and electricity. You guys should watch the video of the house. Here's the door you're coming through. And then we just hang our jacket here. So I'm gonna turn. This is what you see. We then just put our indoor slippers here. This is the door to the living room. You guys should permit the noise. My son is watching TV. So this is the kids' corner. They just do their homework here. Sometimes they eat. They have their chairs. This is also their corner. They have their toys. And then we have their books and everything here. And this is just a different corner entirely where I tried decorating a bit. We have some of our pictures here. I have these candles here. Just stuff. And we have this very nice rug here, so comfortable, just to give the house a little bit of warmth. We have our TV there, blinds. We have our chair here, Alexa there. We have a side lamp and just the rest. We also have a single chair here. This is my son's horse, whatever they call it. I just want to leave the parlor because of the noise. This way leads upstairs. So let's go to the kitchen. We have this island here, which is super huge and is super helpful. This is where we have our food, and just sometimes I do a little bit of work here as well. And I have the serviette here. We have this small basket here, which is for our coins, which is for keys and the rest. We have this little candle here, just for saints. I have my basket there for my potatoes and my onion. And the theme for this kitchen is actually white and then red and then a little bit of gray, because everywhere was already white when we came, and white and gray was basically what was there. I just decided to buy stuff to complement it. We have this trash here. This is the visitor's toilet. I don't think there's any point opening it, but that's the visitor's toilet. And this door leads to the backyard, which I won't be showing you guys because it's freaking cold out there. I have this little bag here just to put bottles and sort our trash. In the UK, you have to sort your trash, so we just usually leave that there. And have this little basket for washing. I have some dirty plates here I should ignore. I have my microwave here. I didn't make this in the apartment, I bought it myself. I have my plate here. My set of knives is actually great and I love it. This corner is for the children's drink, excuse me. This is for munching. We have our chairs, just so many stuff today. And we'll have our sweets. I brought most of them from Nigeria. We have our chin, I buy them here. We have some almonds. I have some chupa chups lollipop for the kids. I have my plantain chips. I have some coconut chips here, biscuits for the kids when they are going to school. And then over here I have my washing machine. It actually doesn't dry, it's just for washing, but it spins really well. And then I just look for where to dry. I actually have this hanger I'm using, but it's faulty, so I've been spreading my clothes on the heater, you know. And then here we just have this I don't know what to call it, but it's just to help with water and all. Then I have this here is all our cleaning agents for washing, extra tissue, extra candle, spray, everything just for cleaning and stuff. Then this part is for my pot, my blenders, my fry pans, everything. This part is just for my chopping board, my, what do they call that in my trays. I have some storage plates there, some water bottles, and this is my Nigerian herbs. Very important here, everything is to fit. Then I have my oven here, which I use once in a while, maybe for baking and then for grilling as well. I have my tabletop cooker here, which I use in cooking. Obviously I have some pots there and all. Then this entire thing we met in here, the tea, the coffee, the sugar storage. This is actually for bread. It actually preserves the bread so it doesn't get dried and all. Then this is my kettle. This is the pop-up toaster that I use. This drawer here, I have all this spice. Love me some spice, I love it. Then here I have my plates, my cutleries, spoons, everything. Then over here is just whatever it is for breakfast, my golden morn, my custard, extra Maggi there and spice. I have my golden morn, Milo, extra milk, everything is over there. And here is where I store my rice, I have my beans, I have my broom for ewedu, I have my spaghetti, I have my macaroni, I have indomie, some yams, very ripe plantain. I want to use it for beans porridge. I have gari, I have semo, just my food items there. Then I have, so over here is a storage for medication. I have all our medication there. This section is for the adults. This section is for the kids. Over the food items I won't be touching. I have extra bottle of granules. I have tapioca. I have my abacha flakes. I have my ugba, dried ugba there. And over here I have all my leaves, my saint leaves, my beletete leaf, which I use in cooking banga. I have extra grinded pepper, I have utazi, I have ewedu, and just the rest. I have my groundnut oil, my salt. This is red dry pepper, black dry pepper. I have all my maggi mixed here, and then I have some spice. I have euro, pepper soup spice, chili pepper, curry. This is ungu. Yes, this is ungu. This is cocoyam powder. I have my sea spice. I have my ofo. I have my pepper soup spice. I have banga spice. I have this is achi. This is some banga leaves, and this is also I store stuff. Then this double door fridge and freezer, I actually met it here. It came with the apartment, and I just store eggs up here. I have my fruits, my grapes. I have some apples, some tangerines and stuff. And over here I just put my waffles, pancakes. I have some croissants there. I have all my drinks here, and over here I put chips, some leaves, some vegetables, just to store it. And at the down part I have all my pepper, my tomatoes, and the rest. This section is for all our chocolates and sometimes biscuits. Here is for fruit juice, drinks, whatever. Just have some wines there. And the freezer part, this and this is for our chocolates. Chocolates, ice cream, whatever. I have some sausages here. This is my egusi, blended egusi, and this is my blended ogbono. And I have some chicken here. This is my chicken curry rice, which I'm going to be having after this video. This is for my eyes. This is dried crayfish, blended crayfish, stockfish. Over here I have my pomo, my blackfish, my panla fish, everything. Then these are packed food. This is egusi, cooked egusi. So that is it. Then under the stairs here we also have like a small storage, which is where I put my shopping bag, stuff for cleaning the house. I have my mop, my broom. Yes, I bought broom from Nigeria and it's been super helpful. I have broom here. I have my vacuum machine. I have my mop bucket and just the rest. This is my son's stroller. I will just really put it here because we use it every now and then. And that is just everything. So let me take you guys upstairs. It's all rubbed actually, which helps to retain heat. My husband is in class, so I won't be speaking much when I get to his own part. This is a 4-bed apartment actually. Upstairs this way, there's a room there. That is a loft, penthouse, whatever they call it. There's a room there, but it's super cold because it's actually winter now. And this is the restroom, which I actually love. I think it's the warmest space in the house. For some weird reasons, we have a bathtub here. Just have some of our stuffs there. I use every flavor of Dove if I can save. I wouldn't mind. We have our laundry basket at this corner. We have all this going on. This is for our toothpaste, toothbrush and all. And well, this is the kids soap. I was actually using this. I bought it from Nigeria, but I bought this because my daughter is a bit sensitive to, I don't know, maybe it's the weather also, but she's been reacting, so I bought this soap for her. And then we have this cute mirror here, which, you know, I can store some stuff, extra soap, stuff for washing my face and whatever. Then we have our toothpaste, our pad, my pads there, shaving stick, this stuff. This is the boiler, I think. I have a shower curtain here, and I have a peg up there which I use for spreading and stuff. This, I'm looking for a basket to actually put it. Sorry, next time you guys see that, it will be like that, it will be in a basket. I'm looking for a basket to put all this stuff here. And this is also for the restroom. I decided to leave it upstairs here instead of taking it downstairs, so we won't have to be bringing it up every time. I have my stuff for washing the bathroom, cleaning, drain and plug unblocker. I have extra tissue. I have some air freshener spray, just a little bit here. And then the toilet, nothing much. So this is room number 1, which nobody is in currently. And then come here. It's a room here which we've converted to an office.
Yeah.
And then you walk straight down. So my anger is bad, so I've been spreading clothes here. Sorry guys. And then this is the kids room. So I'm trying to get, you know, the double deck bed, but I've not seen. So for now the kids are sharing one bed. Most times my son comes to sleep in our room, but most times he sleeps here with his sister. So we brought in this rug because I noticed I want to turn on the heater and you maybe have a rug or something, it will absorb the heat. I don't know, maybe it's just in my head, but I think so. You absorb the heat. This is their bed here, and I have some frames. She was star of the week, and we have that up there. And they have their stuff here where they put all their underwears, stuff. And obviously their wardrobe. And then they have their frames, which I'm here to hang. So that's the kids room, and directly opposite the kids room is our room. So that's the bed there, and then we have this wardrobe that also has a mirror. This side is for myself, this side is for my husband. And then we have our heater there, our internet, my small makeup corner. I'm not really a makeup person, but I have the basics: my foundation, my powder, my mascara, whatever, just the pencils and everything. I have, this is very important in my life. It's rub, mentholate or whatever. I use it every now and then when I'm going out. I have this here for all my combs, my airbrush, and this is for our perfumes. So this section is for all the wristwatches and blah blah. This is for my undies, for my husband, and just whatever extra anything you can find. And here I have my nail installing kit or whatever, I don't know what to call it. And I just have some products here as well. Now This whole thing is my wigs. I think I brought about 10 wigs from Nigeria. I've not used any of them because I'm still on braids. And that is just it. Up there we just have our boxes stored away. This wardrobe is big enough to accommodate our shoes, our clothes, and just everything. But I won't be showing you guys, that's not necessary. We just have the blinds and this cute chandelier. So guys, that is the entire house. I hope you guys like it. So that is room 1, room 2, which is the office, room 3, which is the children's room, and room 4, which is our room. House, and please like, comment. You people should share now. It's not nice. Just subscribe to the channel. Like, it won't take anything. Just press subscribe. That red one, no, that one there. Press it. I love it.